Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the third edition of French Fridays with Safie's French Tips, and I'm super excited because today I want to teach you how to introduce yourself, which is a super important part of speaking any language. And in order to do that, we're going to have to go over two fundamental verbs that are irregular verbs too. So you're going to have to memorize the conjugation for these two verbs, and it's going to be very, very helpful when you're trying to express yourself. Those are the verbs être, which is to be, and avoir, which is to have. So, être, je suis, tu es, il est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont. Now on to avoir. Avoir is j'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. Obviously this is in the present tense, I didn't specify, but yes, we're learning present tense only because that's all you need for the purposes of introducing yourself. I want to do a quick parenthesis and let you know that contrary to how it works in English, for a lot of feelings you are going to use the verb to have in French and not to be. Example, you wouldn't say I am cold. In French we kind of say I have cold. So you would say j'ai froid. J'ai froid. Same for hunger. J'ai faim. Same for sleepiness. J'ai sommeil. Same for thirst. J'ai soif. Now let's dive into introducing yourself. So I'm going to go over first how you introduce yourself in a formal setting and how you do it in more like everyday life. So yes, in a formal setting, you would start with your name. So you would say, je m'appelle Safie. The verb that you're using here is the verb s'appeler. S'appeler. Technically, it's called a reflexive verb because of that S apostrophe that goes before it. So when you say je m'appelle, whatever your name is, you're not saying my name is. That's not what you're saying. Literally, it translates to I am called X. So s'appeler means to be called. And reflexive verbs have an additional difficulty component is that you have to include the reflexive pronoun. But don't worry about that for now. We'll go over it in another lesson. Back to where we were. So you would say, je m'appelle X. Then you might want to say how old you are. In French, we don't say I am for the age. We say I have. So you would say j'ai. Remember we did that a few minutes ago. J'ai 34 ans. Next, you might want to say where you're from. You would say your nationality, for example, and you will use the verb to be for that. Je suis américain. If you're a woman, je suis américaine. Then you might want to say what you do for a living. Je suis avocat, ingénieur, médecin, chanteur, acteur, maîtresse, maître, whatever it is. Then you might want to say where you live. And for that, you'll need another verb that, of course, is not to be or to have. So for where you live, you would say j'habite. J'habite. The verb is habiter. J'habite à Miami. J'habite à New York. J'habite à Los Angeles. J'habite à Atlanta. J'habite à Chicago. J'habite à Houston. Wherever it is that you live, you would say j'habite à and then the name of your city. Okay, so that was the formal way of introducing yourself. In a more casual setting, there are two ways you could go about it. You could introduce yourself by saying bonjour or bonsoir. Moi, c'est Safie, et toi? Or sometimes people just say the salutation and then their name, and then it's implied that they just introduce themselves, and now you're going to do the same. So So, for example, bonsoir, Safie, et toi? And then the person might say, moi c'est Steve, enchanté. Let's take a moment to go over salutations. So, bonjour is something you would use more in the daytime. If the event is in the evening, you would say bonsoir. Or if you're trying to keep it really casual, you could just say salut. Salut is very common. That's what I have today about introducing yourself. I hope this is helpful to you and that you will use it next time you're around some French-speaking folks. So let me know if you have any questions about today's video, and if you have any requests for upcoming videos, let me know in the comments below. And that's it for today, guys. See you next Friday.